I just built an entire online store selling clothes with AI using simple text prompts. And it's not just a prototype. This store is live. Most people think that building an online store requires weeks of coding, expensive developers, or complicated platforms like Shopify. But I'm about to show you something different. I'm going to build a complete fashion store from absolute zero to live and taking payments, all through a conversation with AI. No coding, no technical setup, and you're going to watch the entire process happen in real time. Here is the reality. Thousands of creators and entrepreneurs have incredible product ideas, clothing lines, custom designs, curated collections, but they never launch. Why? Because they think the barrier to entry is massive. You need to learn web design, set up payment processing, configure shipping zones, write product descriptions, create brand identity, handle hosting and domains, and by the time you figure all that out, your motivation is gone. Or worse, you pay thousands to a developer and still don't have the control over your own store. So today, I'm testing Genstore AI. I partnered with them to show you a platform that claims to solve all this with an AI agent that acts like your personal team. Alright, I'm starting from nothing. No store, no products, no design. Just this chat interface. I'm going to type exactly what I imagine for my store. I need a site for a fashion online eco-chic store. It needs to have a product catalog with images of the products, price and description, and also a contact section. Now it's thinking and making a list of my requirements for this website. Then I'm asked to clarify a few things like make sure that this is going to be actually a clothes store, or I could choose another niche, electronics, pets, home decor, and so on. I can also add a few keywords to define the style of the store. And I notice here that eco-chic isn't here, so I added it. And it also includes more details about color preference and typography. And I made a few minor edits to these fields. Now, this is good. Instead of giving me a generic template, it's actually understanding my vision. Everything looks good. I'll click Start Generating. And it's thinking. On the right side, you can see the AI's thought process. It's actually showing me what it's doing real time. This transparency is actually really cool. I'm not just waiting in the dark, I can see what it's building for the site. Oh wow, it generated a complete storefront. Look at this, I've got a hero section, navigation menu, product grid layout, and it even wrote a copy for me. Naturally elegant, discover our collection of sustainability crafted clothing, made with organic materials and timeless design. There is actually a slider with different text and background photos. Let's check the rest of the homepage. I'm really pleased with these design elements. The fonts, the buttons, the colors, everything reflects that eco-chic style of the store that I asked for. There is a block with seasonal products, with the company's mission that talks about sustainability, and now I will try to preview the site on full screen as a desktop user. Let's click Shop Collection, and I think the structure of the page is so good and it has this professional, sophisticated look. I wouldn't change here anything. Let's check one of the specific product pages. This is nice, a list of features with icons. Add to cart button comes with the page by default, and let's add 3 products and test the button. And it actually works, and it shows me the total of the 3 items in the cart. I'm going to try the checkout button. Again, it works right off the bat. In most other AI generators that I tested before, whenever I click on a button, something doesn't work. Or maybe it requires 5 more steps from me to make it do what the button is supposed to do. On Genstore so far, I haven't hit any roadblocks, and the user journey has been smooth, and everything works as expected. Another important thing to test is the mobile view of the site, because these days, most of the users are on their smartphones. And the site looks great on the mobile screen as well. All the elements fit into this narrow window, and all the icons that look better in the center of the screen, They are centered. The design of this store is so good that I'm honestly afraid to touch it and make it worse. But let me check this thing called Launch Guide. It has a few steps that I already don't need related to the site design, but this one here is interesting. Set up store name. Right now, it's an AI-generated name, but I want to set my custom name to add the eco-chic fashion keywords to the store name. AI guided me and I just typed the new store name, and it was updated in a second. Now AI agent suggests that I follow a 3-minute store setup. I have the name, now I have to set up shipping. It's all based on the US shipping, but each one has a different shipping time from express to economy. Now you can check and set your domain name provided by Genstore for free. And on the next step, we can set up payment settings. The first option is Genstore Payments. This one is available for businesses registered in the US and UK. But you can also add PayPal and Stripe to receive payments internationally. If you by any chance already have your own domain name and you don't want to use the one that Genstore provided for free, then you can assign the launch agent to connect your own domain. Genstore will provide you the DNS settings that you need to copy from here and paste in the respective fields on your domain register. Everything I just did, domain, payments, shipping, would normally require navigating through dozens of backend menus and setting pages. I did all of this through a conversation. Okay, moment of truth. Let me hit publish here and then open my store as a customer would see it. This is live. This is actually on the internet right now. Let me click on a product. Here's the product page with all the details the AI generated. Add to cart, go to checkout, and here is the checkout page. If I wanted to, I could complete this purchase right now. And I've already got access to analytics. I can track visitors, conversion rates, sales data, everything. Okay, so let me break down what makes this different from other platforms, because this is important. First, this isn't just a store builder. It's a complete functional store the moment it's generated. Platforms like Lovable or other AI tools give you a framework or a concept. Genstore gives you something that's immediately usable and live. Second, the AI agents. I wasn't just using one AI, I was working with specialized agents. You've seen how the launch agent helped me through the technical setup. It's like having a full team working with me on the store. What's interesting is that e-commerce platforms are evolving to handle more and more of these operational steps automatically. We are moving from tools that just assist you to ones that can actually execute tasks on your behalf. Genstore sits in that middle ground where it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but you're still guiding the decisions. And what I like here is that Genstore is built for solo creators. You don't need a team. You don't need technical knowledge. If you can have a text conversation, you can build a store. And also for dropshippers, there is a built-in product library with AI-powered product selection. You don't even need your own inventory to start. If you've been sitting on a product idea, a clothing line, a curated collection, you now have zero excuses. You can literally start today. If you want to try Genstore yourself, I'll put the link in the description. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.